Greetings, everybody, and welcome to a speed build of the caboose. I wouldn't call it a renovation because I more or less just bulldoze a lot and then build something else and use the same name and try to keep the same general vibe, especially with this build here. But yeah, no, welcome to the caboose. It is the bar from Eco Lifestyle, which, by the way, how are you guys enjoying the new pack? All I've played of it is those 2 LP parts that I posted, which, by the way, very excited. I posted the first 2 parts of my Eco Lifestyle LP, so definitely please go check them out. I put a lot of effort and care into them, and I'm just super excited to tell the story of The Sims in it, and things are already getting, pretty interesting as of part 2, and I'm either gonna record part 3 right after this or tomorrow when I get up. So please do check it out. I put a lot of work and effort into it, and if you stick around, I think you might really enjoy it. But enough of the self-promo, let's talk a bit about the build. So first of all, I would like to say, I built this Saturday evening. It is currently Sunday night when I am recording this, and Lil Simsy posted her renovation on Sunday morning. And I want to say this because I watched her renovation and noticed there are a couple of similarities, mostly in the fact that we both decided to go with a red roof, and I did not want people just hanging around being like, you copied Lil Simsy, because I didn't. Also, when you go in the gallery to download this, Origin ID Hydrael 825, you will actually see that there are some changes from what is in the speed build. Mostly that I changed the wallpaper outside to the one from Season, so that way it would have an industrial effect instead of an eco effect, and I also added a billboard on the roof from City Living to Granite Falls, because essentially my thought process on that was like, well, this is supposed to be like an abandoned train station, or train depot, or whatever, right? And so oftentimes at train stations they'll have like advertisements for places you want to go, and I really liked how it turned out. Now, the only really old style train station I have been in, I've only been in one, and basically what it did is it had these arches that led you into there, and there wasn't really like a door, so it was just sort of like a gateway, and that's sort of what I ended up doing for this build as well, because I thought it'd make it really cool, really fun. Along with that, it has a kitchen, so if you just change a few things, you can actually make this build into a restaurant instead of a bar. Karaoke, and an upstairs gaming room, which has foosball, what else? Yeah, it has foosball, darts, and Don't Wake the Llama. So if you're interested, you can download it, Hydrael 825. I also decorated it with things like maps and stuff, because I just felt that it was sort of the type of thing that an abandoned train station might have. But if you don't know how these speed builds work on my channel, essentially what happens is I spend the first couple bits sort of talking about the build and the process, and then after that I just sort of ramble on about whatever the heck I want, and sometimes I'll go back to talking about the build. It really depends on the it really depends on just sort of how I'm feeling, what I want to talk about right now. And I mean, I want to talk about Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition, which I got. It's a good game. It's pretty, I think it's almost like my first like big, long-spanning, like 100+ hours JRPG, other than Fire Emblem, if you guys count that as a JRPG. I'm not sure. I'm not super big into the JRPG fandom itself, but I mean, it's fun. And I remember seeing this video on YouTube that was like, hey, new players, be warned, there's this thing, and this part of the game, it's not fun, lots of people quit. And so I decided, okay, I should watch this, be prepared. And it was already a part of the game I got past, and I was like, yeah, if there was any part of the game I was gonna quit, it would probably be the one I'm in currently, because essentially the problem with the part of the game I'm in currently is there are just all these annoying flying enemies that will attack you on sight, and they're just everywhere. And it's really annoying to get through, and because I'm like a perfectionist, I keep getting all these side quests, and I just need to complete the side quest, and it's just really heckin' annoying at some points, but I also, enjoy the game. I have fun with it. I know it doesn't sound like it, but I do. I do. I haven't played it actually for a bit because of Eco Lifestyle. Well, no, that's a lie. I hadn't played it for a bit, and then I played it for like the tiniest itty bitty piece, pretty much right before I am recording this. So, I mean, I'm still in that area because I gotta get heckin' all the, all the things, all the side quests done with. But I mean, yeah. God, there was other stuff I want to talk about. Oh yes, my school year is completely done, and it was an interesting year. Not just because of, what's happening currently, but also because, well, yeah, I would actually say I didn't have a lot of bad teachers this year. I would say I liked most of them. Some of them had a couple of bad moments. Okay, I had this one teacher who was real. Oh my god, sorry. That thing was glitching and I didn't know why, so I just decided to not do it. Not use that karaoke machine. But yeah, I don't know why, but essentially I had this one teacher, right? And if you were in his class, we could have some of the most fun class time of all time. Honestly, some of my best moments were in his particular class. But here's the thing, it all depended on his mood, and that isn't very fun, because if he is in a bad mood, your day is not gonna be fun. It's just not gonna be. And a lot of the times we weren't even the ones to put him in a bad mood. It was the class before us, and then we'd have to deal with it. And then he also had some really just stupid things that he made us do. And once we went from distance learning and we didn't have the fun things we could do in his class, it sort of outweighed, because what happened was, yeah, we had fun as his class, but without the actual class to be in, the fun was sort of gone, and all that was left was just the annoyance, which is not the best. And then honestly, other schoolwork I just stopped doing, which I know isn't the best, but they were literally if you already passed the class before you went home, then you actually just passed the class. And because of that, I got a whole lot lazier than I should have been. I able to get a lot of YouTube videos done, at least though. So that happened. I have been watching Avatar: The Last Airbender on Netflix. I have never seen it before, but everybody just on YouTube and in the cartoon community praises it. So I'm okay, I'll check it out. It's obviously supposed to be this big, good, thing that completely changed animation or whatever. And it is good. I think it's really impressive. I wouldn't call it my favorite show, but I can admit that it is relatively good. So I think what a lot of showrunners don't understand, I think a lot of cartoons are trying to become the next Avatar, because it's what the people grew up watching. And I think what they don't understand about Avatar was it's a goofy show. 80 to 90% of the time, it is fun, it is goofy, which makes the other 20 or 10 to 20% of the time, when it suddenly gets super serious, all the more effective. And what I think a lot of the more current shows don't actually realize is that they they can't have it be all serious, all no fun, because then the big moments don't have an effect. Let's look at, to use an example, Steven Universe, things the season 1 finale of Steven Universe, or heck, even Mirror Gem. All of those had a big effect, simply because, the show previously had just been goofy and fun, and so this stuff happens, and it makes you go, oh, heck. It has a bigger impact, and then, we reach Steven Universe Future, and suddenly the entire show is just edgy, and it's bad, and it's not fun to watch. Please, showrunners, future showrunners, I don't know, If you're gonna make a show, don't make it edgy. Like, Steven Universe Future, I'm sorry, it is not fun to watch. And it isn't fun to watch because it spends most of its time just being, like, hecka depressing. So, and when it's hecka depressing, it, first of all, like, it makes the big moments not as big because you're not as affected because you've been super depressed the entire season. And yeah, sorry, if you can't tell, I really like cartoons. I want to work in the animation industry one day. I have an idea for a show, and just like, here's the thing. In my show, I have the idea, so if I were to have a show, I would try to keep the stakes very personal. I don't want it to be like world ending, you know, like the world's gonna end anything, because I think a sign of a good show or comic or just anything for that matter is if you are able to make the big sort of conflicts focus more around the characters. Like, it would only really matter to the characters, like nobody else is gonna really care in the wider world, and the audience cares about these conflicts too. That's how I think, you've made a good show. Because if you can make the audience care for something that nobody would really care about unless you were that specific character. And that's what I'm planning on doing. Not that, like, world-ending big conflicts are bad. I mean, my favorite webcomic, Hooky, yeah, it starts pretty personal, but, like, things get, like, to, like, world-ending sort of worlds going to chaos conflicts. Well, actually, maybe not, because I mean, yeah, it has those, like, world big conflicts type of deal, but it also has, like, but at the heart of those, like, big world conflicts is a personal conflict. Yeah, characters are everything. Like, talk to, like, any creator who's pitched a show, and they're like, make sure your characters are done. Like, that's what they care about. They want to know, like, what the heck your characters are. Because if they don't, like, what's gonna keep people interested? Characters, like I said, are everything. Also writing. Oh, I want to mention about the build. So I put a dumpster and a closet in this build, specifically for the purpose that you have multiple places to woohoo. So if your Sims are feeling up to it, they can go out back to the dumpster, get their, stuff on. They can head into the bathroom, into the closet, and get their stuff on there too. I don't know, I like adding closets into bar bathrooms, like the walk-in closets. There's not really a purpose for it, but, like, other than to just, like, I feel like it's a more believable way, or a more believable place for, like, Sims to find a way to let's do, like, a quick hookup at the bar, or something. I don't know. Anyway, I'm adding a little, I guess, outdoor seating area, maybe if, like, the bar isn't open yet, but, like, your Sims just want to sit down and enjoy some stuff, they can sit here. Yeah. But, I don't know, what are your guys' thoughts on cartoons? I would say I really like cartoons, and I really like sitcoms. And those are probably my two favorite things. Heck, I'm even trying to make my eco lifestyle OP, go check that out once again. Sort of feel sitcom-ish, in a sense. We'll see how that goes, but we're ending off here, so thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, share, comment, subscribe, all that fun YouTube stuff. If you like this content, subscribe for more, and thank you so much, and see you next time, whenever that is.